So we're going to look at how we would use Screencastify to create recordings to help in any remote situation. First thing you'll need to do is add Screencastify to your Google Chrome browser. Now to do so, you can go to the Screencastify website. It will give you an option here to install it, which will then add a little icon to the top right, as you can see up here, of your browser, enabling you to do screen recordings. You may need to sign in using your Denby High School account, and this will enable you to then have recordings saved directly into your Google Drive. Once you've installed the Screencastify add-on, all you simply need to do is click on this icon when you're ready to start recording, and you'll be presented with some options. Now you can have your browser tab, which will just be simply the website window that you have open, your entire desktop, be this on a laptop or Chromebook, and we're not going to worry about webcam only at present. Now, you'll be presented with a range of options, and depending on the type of device you're using will depend on which devices you're shown. Now, I haven't got a webcam plugged in at the moment, but there would just be a toggle switch that I can turn on or off, and we'll keep that off for the moment anyway. You'll notice that as I'm talking, the microphone is picking up audio. So it's worthwhile just checking to make sure before you start recording that your microphone is actually picking up information. And as you see, when I'm quiet, there is no green, yellow or red sort of bar being highlighted. When you're ready to record, simply click record and you'll see that you'll have a 3-second countdown. There are some additional options, so you can change the countdown if you wish to do so. I've left it as a 3-second default. You might want to have your drawing tools on. This will show you a toolbar at the bottom of the screen. System audio would be if you want to actually record anything that your computer is playing. So if part of your demonstration has a video embedded, you might want to switch that on as well. For the minute, I'm just going to leave it as is. When I click record, I'll be presented with an option which you may be familiar with if you've used things such as Google Meet to have to share your screen. So you can share your entire screen or simply just the application window. So this would show just my Chrome browser. I'm going to pick entire screen. When I click share, you'll see it says Screencastify is recording. You'll have noticed that 3-second countdown and my recording has begun. At this point, I would begin my demonstration, be it a presentation, anything that I'm looking to do. And you'll see down the bottom that we have some tools, which I think is probably best you have a play around with in terms of how you can annotate and have certain mouse pointers. So for example, you might want, for example, your video to show when you've clicked, to show the mouse pointer, because you may use that to emphasize bits and pieces. When you're done with your recording, you can click to pause. That would pause the recording. You can click stop. That will then end the recording. When I click stop, you'll see that it will load straight into my Screencastify recording. And you'll see that this will give me a range of options. So it has my recording that plays through. Now it's worthwhile noting that by default, it will play in mute. So if you don't get panicking about the fact that the audio hasn't recorded, uncheck the mute box, and that should then have your audio come through nice and easily. You've got options down the side, share to the classroom, publish to YouTube and so forth, and you're unlikely to be using those bits and pieces just yet. You can download it, so it could be that you export it as an MP4, which will give it as a standalone video that you can then upload and use wherever you wish. You can create a shareable link, so you could share the video directly or view on your drive. When you click view on your drive, it will take you to the location on your Google Drive where this is stored. Now, obviously, this isn't necessarily the exact file location we want, so it might be a case that you need to jump into your Google Drive, and you'll see that there's a folder called Screencastify Videos where all of your recordings would be stored.